Hey everybody, it's me again, giving an update about my case and where it's at. As usual, we know that they're not paying attention because the last thing that they need to see is anyone else but them obtaining capital, big sums of money in order for one to live not under their stringent means. So here, where my skin is not black, I've got no attention because they just diverted it to some sort of political gains. So today I called the court where they're holding the case, where they're holding the damages, and I made it clear for like the third time, once on a motion, and this is the third time actually, that I insisted that this judge, another one, recuse herself because she's Jewish. Now, I didn't have to file a motion to do that. Because that's a lot. The first time I really did, and I posted it, it was denied because perhaps they thought it was extreme and unnecessary. But it appears that it may have to be because it's just sitting there as if it's a big joke, okay? The judge that is handling it, that's under review for misconduct, has been picking and choosing what to put on the record, which means that he's not filing what each party's moves in the order it is received. So he was playing little fresh games with me. So he's a Trump judge, so I added in something else that includes being afraid of a Trump appointee. That's not what that is. That's guilty by association. The same way he's handling extreme harm on paper is the same fashion of filing court documents. Okay? A felony order sentence is a piece of paper that orders cops to go ahead and put somebody in jail. So I called them today and I said, I think that this judge also, the chief judge that's reviewing, that judge that's screwing things up on purpose, and coincidentally, yeah, not really, he's one of Trump's appointments, concerns me that she is Jewish and that she may need to recuse herself from my case, on top of the mishandling, on extreme delay, because she knows now all of the details that are inside of this case. A lot of Jewish judges and Jewish lawyers were reported here from Palm Beach County because it's unprecedented. It never happened before. They recklessly resisted the orders of prohibition that said to leave me alone. They didn't care about case dismisses that kept me out on the street. So I insisted to the case manager that I could file another motion that asks to do that and put a fence to the docket. It's not necessary. They can give her a message, which they did, that says, Ms. Rodriguez is saying now that she wants Kaplan now to recuse herself because she's Jewish. Being that, I think what she's saying is that based on how long they're taking to do something that's really simple, that it has to do with the knowledge of what type of defendants are in this case and the type of political items that let these criminals, white-collar criminals, get away with using politics to their advantage. And both have nothing to do with one or the other. So I really don't care if she liked it or not. Those are the facts of the matter. That's why I haven't been flagged for anti-Semitism, because this has never happened before. It's unprecedented. So that's my little avatar girl of when I was a kid. Yeah, she's half German. That's what I am, half German, half Italian. And she's crying her butt off because she's an innocent survivor. We weren't there with everything that they've been partying with, using the Jews and the Jews enjoying it as judges to hold people out on case dismissals. Has this ever happened to anyone else out there? I've never heard of anyone being dragged on case dismissals. Then they even double jeopardized and did it again. Used an immigrant judge that looks like she's half black and half white to block me, as if I'm afraid of black people or white people or Chinese people. That's not the point. That's not the point. And no, I'm not privileged to be the one that's breaking the ice here. This is damaging content to know what the United States has been doing in their rotation of us. I didn't need to know. I didn't need to know. But now that I do, I have fact-finding, whatever, fact-check, whatever that is. That's why I haven't been flagged for anti-Semitism. And yeah, my grandfather was not a Jew. They say he was an Ashkenazi Jew because he was from that region, which means that they were blonde and they were fairer. That's why my baby, who they decided on using to anchor their false reparations, their vengeance against innocent survivor people, what they did to her. Okay? And so he was a worker, perhaps. He probably pulled some levers or whatnot. I don't know. And then they killed him at the end of the day because he was blonde. Next up is blondes. And then, so only the brunettes were last for not in. Hitler put himself to sleep. I'm not sure if he even went as far as being under Hitler. But the point is that I haven't been flagged for anti-Semitism while reporting Jewish judges and Jewish lawyers. So that's good. It breaks the ice because it's a very hardcore sentence when you put it online and all of a sudden you're flagged. So I'm waiting to be flagged for this video so I can give some more evidence and fact-finding information on people like Krista Marks, David Arenberg, oh my God, Curly, Hafley, the whole 15th Circuit, Zuckerman, Francis, DeSantis sells it. That's why they threw my body around, because when I figured it out in less than 90 days, when they took my daughter in less than 60 days, holding me out in the street. When I figured it out and started putting it into motions, boom, they said this chick has to die. And so they kept me out in the street. No one today has listened. I've contacted Jewish federations, large organizations, just to isolate the specific Jews that did this. Because we all know that one person is a rotten apple doesn't mean they have to rot the bunch. Not one single response back. So I called her and asked them to get her off of my case. I don't care if it takes 3 months longer. I don't care. I want her Jewish lawyer self off of my case, if that's the case, on delay, because she's got something to do with feeling guilty about selling white kids and all of this stuff too, and what an exposure down there in Palm Beach. I don't care. Everybody knows this is the Epstein district. This is where it happened. This is the history in this county, and it's not going away. So I'm going to continue to fight and make these videos, and she's going to continue to cry her ass off because she got nothing to do with what my great-grandfather did to yours. Have a good day. Give me my